Blackburn Rovers try to do the unthinkable this weekend as they try to take on Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Joining me, a Sheffield United fan, to talk all about that and more next. Back once again with another Rovers Rivals video. Today we'll take a look forward to, of course, Sheffield United Blackburn Rovers over at Bramall Lane, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang up it. All things Rovers related, Championship related, World Cup related later this year. That's right, folks. We've got all that here under one roof. Of course, I'm joined by Nick today, who is a Sheffield United fan, of course, and he's with me, and we'll talk about that in a second. A big shout out, of course, to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course, and we'll get to those. Well, I just appreciate you guys for being here, of course. But anyway, let's get into the thick of things. But today we are joined by Nick from Sheff United Way, who is an award-winning podcast, or award-winning YouTube content, Sheff United content, your one-stop shop for Sheffield United content. He's with me today, and he's here to talk about the match. So, for the people that are watching at home, let me know and let them know why on earth you support Sheffield United.
Well, I was born into it. I had absolutely no choice in the matter. My dad is a massive Sheffield United fan, has been ever since he was birthed, and so have I. So, yeah, that's it. I had no choice. I was born in Sheffield, raised in Sheffield, never left Sheffield. So that's the main reason why I'm a Sheffield United fan.
New season, of course, or still early in the new season. Anyway, Paul Heckingbottom remains. What are your thoughts on the end of last season and, of course, your start to the new campaign?
Well, the end to last season was, I've got to say, fantastic, really, because we started off with Slavica Jokanovic, literally some of the worst football I've seen at Bramall Lane. It was just so slow, so boring. Nothing ever happened. And since Paul Heckingbottom came in, he's rejuvenated the squad. It's quite similar to the Chris Wilder style of play, but slightly tinkered with. Last season, it was a bit depressing finishing how it did on penalties. But from where we started to where we ended, we actually won that game, the playoff semi-final, second leg, going away to Nottingham Forest, who obviously went on to get promoted. And to win that game and only be kind of not managed to get there was because of the penalties and a few poor penalties. But no, I think we had a great end to the season, and we started the season quite well as well. It's been a quite tough start, but yeah, I think we've done all right. It's a fortress at Bramall Lane, and we're just trying to keep that going.
What are your hopes for the season, as many pundits are expecting Sheffield United to push close to those top two spots, or maybe a playoff push? But what are you thinking this season?
It's a tough one, really. I thought this league was going to be a lot more difficult. I just think there's been a lot of kind of Watford dropping points at times. Norwich starting really, really poorly. I think everybody really tips Norwich to win the division, and everybody's kind of clawing back their predictions right now. I actually predicted us as finishing fourth before a ball was kicked. Now I'm thinking that we need to sort our away form out. Our home form is what takes us through. I think we've only lost one game under Paul Heckingbottom in the Championship all of last season, which was a bit of a weird one, a bit of a freak one. So, I think our home form is going to be really good. If we sort our away form out, definitely we can finish top two. But I'm pretty sure we'll finish top six. I'm happy to still go with my fourth prediction.
Do we expect any more arrivals or departures before the transfer window shuts for Sheffield United?
That's the only person that we're really worried about right now. As you've just said, Sander Berger. We want to keep him, obviously. He is a fantastic player. He has got the ability to be the best player in this division. A lot of people, without seeing him kick a ball, think he's the best player in the division, but he does have a lot of quiet moments in games. Sometimes he needs somebody to give him a bit of a kick to get going. It's looking like if we are going to let him go, it will be for kind of between 24 million and 30 million. So we have heard that if Sander gets sold, we will replace him, whether it's too close to the deadline or whether they've got someone in mind to replace him. But we have recruited really, really well in that kind of department, the attacking midfield, as you've just alluded to. Kadra coming in, can play that role, that attacking midfield role. We've also brought in James McAtee from Manchester City, who played in a more not defensive role, but more of a central midfield role rather than an attacking midfield role the other night. So James McAtee can also play that role. We've got Tommy Doyle from Manchester City as well. Pep Guardiola must really like us, giving us all these players. I think if Sander Berge goes, we'll be asking for Kevin De Bruyne on loan until the end of the season. That'd be quite nice. But no, I can see us trying to replace Sander. I can't see us ever really replace him, even if we bring in a player. But no, there won't be anything else other than trying to replace him if he does leave.
Because Sheffield United do have a whole host of quality players in defence, attack, and in between. But who will be the key player for Sheffield United this season, and why?
It's a tough one, really, because it's so early on in the season. If we're talking about players from last season and not newbies, I would obviously go Sander Berge's up there. Again, if he can get more consistent, he was really, really consistent towards the end of last season. I think sometimes Bramall Lane's his home, and he feels really, really comfortable at Bramall Lane, and that's where we see the best of him. Away from home needs to improve, but he will certainly be one of our players who, if we don't sell him, will be kind of lighting up this championship, or we're hoping he does. Also, Iliman Ndiaye as well. He's playing a bit of a weird role. I think he's more of an attacking midfielder, but kind of the end of last season, we had all our strikers injured. So he was playing as like the central striker, and we may look to play him in that role a bit more this season because none of our strikers are really hitting the back of the net. So he is an attacking midfielder / striker, and he is a fantastic footballer. So very, very excited to see more of him. And Kadra came on the other night, and you guys don't need me to tell you that how exciting he can be. I've been told by many Blackburn fans that he can go missing at times. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We've not seen much of him up to now. He's not started a game. He's only come on as a substitute as of right now. So whether he starts like he did, like he kind of ended the other night against Sunderland, is yet to be seen. But I'm really looking forward to Tommy Doyle as well. He's not played a minute for us in the league yet, but no, I've heard a lot of good things about him from Cardiff City fans last season, and I think it's a long season. There's many games where many different players will be coming in. These games come thick and fast, and I'm sure we've got a really kind of robust squad that can deal with all those games and not drop the ball at any point.
Now, you may have already touched on this earlier, but where do you think Sheffield United will end the season? Which position, if you had to pick one, what would you go for?
Like I said, yeah, top six. I think if we finish outside the top six, it is a disaster of a season with the squad that we've got right now. Especially, I'm not trying to say that we've got the best manager in the league, but the manager knows the players really well. He was the manager of the under-23s before as well, so bringing through youngsters is something that he does too. He just gets the side, he gets the style of play, and we've brought in some really exciting attacking players. So if our strikers can get their act together, we've got many strikers that have scored lots of goals at this level, but none of them are doing it right now. Billy Sharp injured at the moment. I'm sure that if Billy Sharp is playing in any game this season, I would always back him to score a goal, however old he is, 46, 92. He will still put the ball in the back of the net if he gets a chance. But Ollie McBurney and Rhian Brewster really need to pull the socks up and start scoring some goals because, we know they can do it. And if they can do it this season, like I said earlier, I think we can finish top two, but it depends how good everybody else is because there's a lot of teams this season that I feel could finish top two. So it's whether who puts those runs together at the right time.
All right, of course, we are edging close to the kickoff, not long to go now. And if you were sat in the dugout taking Hackenbottom's spot there, what would your team be for this weekend's match between Blackburn Rovers and Sheffield United at Bramall Lane?
It's a tough one. I'm always a firm believer of never change your winning side. However, we have just played on Wednesday, and there's not many days until we play Rovers. So I would go Wes Foderingham in goal as of all season. Max Lowe, left wing back, scored a goal against Sunderland. He was terrible in the first couple of games. He's really got his act together, had a really good second half against Middlesbrough, and then played really, really well the other night. Reece Norrington-Davies has been playing at left centre-back. He's very quick, but very small and easily knocked off the ball. So he's just kind of getting used to life as a left centre-back. John Egan, central centre-back. Anel Ahmedhodzic playing right centre-back. He's got 2 man-of-the-match performances out of 2 at Bramall Lane, so he's going to want to carry on how well he's been playing. George Baldock, right wing-back, the only right wing-back we've got at the club that's fit right now, so he will definitely be playing there unless he picks up any sort of injury. Fingers crossed he doesn't. I would like to see James McAtee play back in there because I thought he was fantastic against Sunderland, but I can see John Fleck sitting in there instead, with it being such a kind of quick turnover of games. Ollie Norwood will be playing right centre mid. He never misses a game. And then I think the thing is, Sander Berger and Iliman Njai will play as 2 attacking midfielders unless this gets changed up, and I can't see it. Sander and Iliman have both been fantastic in the first few games, and Rhian Brewster's not particularly playing well, but I can see him starting up front again. And I've just realised, as I've just been reeling all this off, that you said my team, and I've just gone with the team that I think is going to play. But we'll go with that. That's my team.
All right, let's close it in on it now. I'm going to put you on the spot here and quote you on this bad boy, but what will be the final score for this weekend's match between Sheffield United and Blackburn Rovers?
It depends which Rovers side turns up, the one that played against Reading or the one that's been beating everyone in sight. It also depends on which Sheffield United team turns up because, like I said earlier, when we've played away against teams, we really, really struggle sometimes. And at home, we're a completely different side. So hopefully we carry on the home form and we start quick. That's what we usually do. We start quick, try and get an early goal or 2, and then sit back and relax. And I don't like that. I want us to go and get 3, 4, 5 goals. That's how you get promoted in this division. But I do think we're going to do the same thing. I think we're going to get an early goal and we're possibly going to see out a 2-1 win.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Nick. You've been absolutely fantastic. I do appreciate you answering my plea. Have you got anything else left to say before we say goodbye for now?
Oh, no, I'm just very, very nervous to see Blackburn Rovers absorb all our pressure and then hit us on the break and absolutely kill us on the counter. That's what I'm really, really worried about. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm sure Kadra will want to get on that pitch and do one over on you. I've seen a lot of Blackburn fans not very happy with him and kind of how he left things. So I'm sure he'll want to get on the pitch and prove himself. So let's see what happens.
Brilliant, Nick. Absolutely fantastic. And again, make sure you check out the Sheff United Way's content. Fantastic content, award-winning content. Great podcast, the works. I've got it all over there. Sheffield United Way. There should be a link in the description if I was correct and I wasn't too sleepy when I edited this, but it should be in there. So make sure you check that out as well. And again, appreciate that. Also, that's all we've got for time for you today. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well if you want to support the channel in another way. That is the best place to do it. Of course, your non-stop coverage continues. Sheffield United, Blackburn Rovers. We're going to have the watch along. We're going to have all that kind of stuff. We've had the preview already. There should be a combined 11 out there. And of course, the follow through with the vlogs. I don't know about the vlogs yet this weekend, etc., etc. But anyway, make sure you check it all out. Check out the stuff in the description. But until then, guys and girls, we're done.